daughter, baby, Charlie. My baby.
Angelo, my oldest, dearest friend. Your son. He lost his mother, but he's got another father. I'm his father now with you. I will be as one with you. Protecting his future, yeah.
Vi har använt han person.
Raise the first finger of your right hand. This drop of blood symbolizes your birth into our family. We're one until death. We protect you, so must you protect PRIZZI'S honor. Do you swear it?
Yeah.
that you have sealed a truly Christian marriage, give these wedding rings to each other, saying after me, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Take and wear this ring.
Take and wear this ring
as a sign of my love.
as a sign of my love
and fidelity.
fidelity.
In the name of the Father,
In the name of the Father,
and of the Son,
and of the Son,
and of the Holy Spirit.
and of the Holy Spirit.
Take and wear this ring
Take and wear this ring
as a sign of my love
as a sign of my love
and fidelity.
and fidelity.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Hey, fella, watch it. That girl up there, blonde, and lavender, the gloves.
Look, pal, I'd like to help you, you know? But I gotta take shots at the notables, the bishops, commissioners. Mr. Bacani, you want something? What can I do
Yeah,
for
I
you?
want some shots of that woman up there in the lavender,
You got it. My pleasure.
yeah, okay. Carry yourselves.
Don't tell me that was Charlie Fontana. Himself. Holy shit.
Hey, give me a ride over to reception. We is worth a half a dozen veal steaks on a Prizzi meat tongue.
You got it, Charlie. Jump in.
Okay, quiet down. Quiet down.
Ladies and gentlemen, my brother Eduardo and I want to introduce you to a man who needs no introduction. Our father, your dear friend, a legend to his people, Don Corrado Prizzi.
My father welcomes all of you to this great family occasion. He said that you should have a good time. He offers his toast of love to the happiness of the bride and groom, and he wishes them many children. Salute, tante belle cose.
Excuse me. Would you care to dance?
Yes.
Some spread, huh? Haven't I seen you before? Sure I'd remember. I mean, maybe you went to Marymount with the bride or something. Could never miss you.
And you are?
Charlie Partana, pleased to meet you.
Miss. Telephone, lady.
Telephone?
I'll be right back.
Hello, Anna Maya.
Me Rose, figlia mia.
Papa actually invited me to my own sister's wedding. Imagine that. He must be getting soft in his old age.
Cara, let me look at you.
So, Anna Maya, what do you think?
Such a one you are, always making a show of yourself.
Come on, Anna Maya. I got a reputation to live up to. I'm the family scandal. Everybody'd be disappointed if I stopped.
Have you paid your respects to your father yet?
Do I have to?
Sure you have to. Come on, let's go together.
Hello, Papa.
Dominic. She came to pay her respects. Speak to her.
Then how come she ain't dressed right? She's so respectable. How come she shows up at a family wedding dressed like a Madonna Diavolo?
Don't worry, Anna Maya. He'll get his one day. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Hey, kid. Where's the lady you took to the telephone? Hey, where's the lady you took to the telephone?
How should I know, mister?
Well, who told you to go get her?
Some old guy, I don't know.
Okay. Here. Watch out for them cannolis there.
Thanks, mister.
Hello, Charlie.
Oh, hi, May Rose.
Hi.
How are you, May?
Fine, Charlie, just fine. You?
I'm fine, too. So, how's the decorating business?
Oh, it's just great, Charlie. We're always busy. Everything is Art Deco now.
Art who?
Charlie, Art Deco. You know, after Art Nouveau. It's a stylist, not a person. You know, it's like all that Erte stuff. God damn.
What's the matter, May?
I should have known to stay away.
What happened?
I went to say hello to my father. He called me a whore.
Oh, May Rose, I'm sorry. Listen, May, what you gotta do is forget about your father. Forget about the environment. They never gonna take you back anyway, so screw them. They don't deserve you. Especially that fucking Dominic. May, you're still beautiful. Why don't you find yourself someone who has nothing to do with the families, you know? Settle down. A couple of kids. A life. Practice your meatballs.
Sure, Charlie. Thanks a hell of a lot. You're a big help.
guy that took the pictures?
Yeah.
So when do I get to see them?
They're in the lab, Mr. Patana. I'll make sure I get them to you as soon as they're out. About noon tomorrow.
Okay, meanwhile, give me her name.
Name?
Yeah, the name. Her name, for Christ's sakes.
Jeez, Mr. Patana, I didn't get no name. I thought you knew it.
Yeah, for Christ's sakes. May?
Oh, she ain't here. You want to leave a message?
Who is this?
This is the girl.
Ask her, and this is very important. Ask her if she knows a woman at the wedding who wore a lavender dress. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Make sure she calls me, you hear? Now tell me your name, and I'm gonna send you $10.
$10? This Miss Peaches?
Okay, Peaches. Now you tell Miss Prizzi she has to call me no matter how late tonight.
Okay.
Okay, Peaches, thank you.
Hey, Montana. Gallagher homicide.
What's up?
Somebody tagged Sal and Albino this afternoon.
Yeah? Who done it?
Where were you between 2 and 5 today?
I was at the wedding. Corrado Prizzi's granddaughter's wedding.
But I tell you, they're all gonna turn out to be at the wedding. Come on, we're taking you in.
You couldn't be cleaner, right?
Who made the hit, Pop?
We did.
We did? How come we did? I don't know nothing about it.
Well, that's the best way, ain't it?
Who hit him?
Out of town talent. It was a specialist job.
How come?
Dominic told me to set it up so he couldn't have nothing to do with it. It was all at the wedding.
May?
Charlie?
You have any luck?
What kind of message was that? I can remember a girl in a lavender dress. I was wearing a pink and black dress.
So you don't know, who she is? The woman in the lavender dress.
Oh, go soak your head.
Yeah?
Mr. Patana, please. It's Irene Walker calling.
What?
Is this Charlie Patana?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope you don't mind my calling so late. I just wanted to apologize for running out the way I did this afternoon.
This is you? Irene Walker? I recognized the voice, but I didn't get your name before.
Oh, well, I just wanted to explain. I hope you don't think I'm rude.
Rude? Oh, no. You could never be rude. Say, listen, why don't we get together later? Like for a late dinner.
When? You mean tonight?
I could pick you up, like, in half an hour.
But I'm in California.
California?
Yeah, that's where I live. I had to come home.
How about lunch tomorrow?
All right. How about the bar at the Bellage Hotel?
That would be tremendous. What time?
About 2?
Great. was scared I was never gonna see you again.
Oh, dos jugos de piña con Bacardi.
Who's that you said?
I ordered us a drink. Something I think you'll like.
Say it again.
Jugo de piña con Bacardi.
What is it, something Puerto Rican or something?
Yes, I guess it could be. Pineapple juice with rum. I had it in Cuba.
What were you doing in Cuba?
I was on my honeymoon.
Oh, I didn't know you was married.
My husband left me 4 years ago. I don't know where he is. I don't want to know.
He left you.
Crazy, huh?
I could find him for you.
Let him stay lost.
Well, you might want to get married again someday.
Maybe. But until that happens, I don't want to know about him. What about you? Are you married?
Once I was almost married. May Rose was her name. We grew up together. But one night we had a big fight because I was dancing too much with this other girl. I suppose I did it on purpose because I wanted to make her jealous. So she flew off to Mexico with the guy, shack up in a hotel. Her father sent some goons down there to clobber the guy. Brings her back to the States. Then he don't let her in the back of his house. That was 4 years ago.
And that's it?
Well, yeah, you know, she can't even go to Brooklyn anymore unless it's a special occasion, you know, weddings, funerals, stuff like that. We're still friends. She's a decorator. She did my apartment. Real nice job. She did, too.
That's some family you got. Anyway, I like your coat.
Do you? Coat like this will stand out in New York, you know. My father always says it's better to stand out because of how serious you are instead of, you know, the clothes, the cars, diamond rings. For men, that is. Geez, what am I doing all the talking for? How come I met you at a Prizzi wedding and you ain't no wop?
Well, the bishop who married them wasn't Italian.
No, he's a Polak.
So am I.
Olga's a Polak name.
It was Walchowitz. I shortened it. My maiden name was Maida Walchowitz.
Well, either way, you're sure one beautiful woman to me.
I guess I thought that Walker sounded more like a tax consultant should.
You're a tax consultant?
Hmm?
What do you do when you consult?
I save people money, show them the angles. You know, there are a lot of angles. Like this LA corporation had a guy kidnapped in the Middle East. So I told them that the ransom money was tax-deductible theft loss. Things like that.
Terrific.
Shall we? Go?
Oh, yeah, sure.
We'll take my car, huh?
Okay. What kind of a car is this?
An Excalibur. Japanese make them in England for the Arab market. It's a great California car.
It's a great any-place car. Jesus, it must cost, though, huh?
Well, it wasn't free, but I think what it'll cost in 2 years. You like to eat outside?
Yeah. Irene, I gotta say it. I can't sleep. I'm a grown man, middle-aged, maybe even. But nothing. Nobody in my life has ever affected me anything like the way that you make me feel. I love you. That's it. That's everything. I love you.
I think I'm in love with you too, Charlie.
Not in love. In love is temporary. Then you move on to the next in love. Everybody's always falling in and out of love. I notice. I remember everything. I read about it in the magazines. When you're just in love, it's just... Wait a minute. A hormonal secretion which changes the sense of smell so as to affect somebody in a certain way. That's what in love is. Who needs it?
Love? I mean, I love you, I think. That sounds like I'm hedging, but I don't know how to say it because I've never said it before. All my life I've had to protect myself, and you can't protect yourself from anything when you love somebody. I love you, Charlie.
What's that they're playing?
That's Noche de Ronda.
I'm never gonna forget it. I'm never gonna forget this dress. I'm never gonna forget anything about today. Wherever we go, whatever it is, whenever they play this song, this is gonna be our song. Irene, everything being equal, would you marry me?
Everything being equal,
Yeah.
I'd marry you, Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, have a cigar. Yeah, pass them around, huh? Sure. My favorite's Mexican. They're really fabulous. Smell delicious. Very good. Ah, Charlie, come in. Oh, you know Cyril Bluestone, yeah?
Hello, Charlie. How are you? Nice to see you.
Oh, here, you want a cigar, Charlie?
Thank you.
Well, sit down. Now, Cyril, you tell him what happened at the big casino. Those dirty bastards.
I've been president of the 3 precinct casinos in Vegas for 20 years, and I have never seen a scam like this before. They've got 14 phony IOUs here. They come to $722,085. Now, when the collectors go to pick up the money, the player that signed the IOU is dead from some bad cold or something before he signed the paper. Or else he was someplace else and he wasn't in Vegas to sign it. Now, every piece of paper is countersigned. That's house rules. By Louis Pallo, the acting manager, and a man in the cage, Mark C. Heller. They had to have been working together.
I don't get it. Louis takes paper to the cage. All he gets back is chips. That's house rules, too.
Yeah. Now, the pit boss tells me there's a woman in it. He says that he twice saw Louis bring 2 big racks of $1,000 plates to this woman, and she went to the cashier's window. He didn't think anything of it at the time.
So where's Louis and Heller?
Louis caught a bullet in the head. Heller's holed up in L.A. He's got a wife out there.
They found Louis laying across the front seat of his car in the parking lot of Presta Stiglione's bar way out on the strip.
I knew Louis when he was a helper on our ice truck 30 years ago. We taught him his trade. He wasn't smart enough to figure a scam like this.
So, I guess the first thing to do is find Moxie Heller.
I remember him now.
He always wore a silver tube on a job. And he had dark brown bags under his eyes like he was carrying coffee grounds in them or something.
That's him. He was good with figures. Steady, but he got TB.
Charlie, Louis Palo was thief, but he was ours. Heller must have iced him, so you ice Heller.
Okay.
What do you want, my friend?
The preachy sent me. Where's your wife, Mr. Heller?
She's at the supermarket. And just who are you?
Charlie Partana. Where's the money, Moxie?
Straight arrow Charlie. The all-American hood. I don't know what you're talking about.
Get up on your feet. Come on. Up, up, up. Put your hands up to spread. That's right. Up.
I think you broke my wrist.
You won't need it. Come on. Moxie's not here, Mrs. Heller.
Charlie.
What are you doing here?
Why didn't you call first? You always call first, Charlie.
Moxie Heller's wife? You married to Moxie Heller? Where's the money?
Money?
No bullshit. Your husband killed Louis Palo for the money. Where is it?
Charlie, I don't know what you're talking about. You've really knocked me for a loop here. Where's Moxie?
Dead. In the trunk of his car.
Oh.
Stop this cheap bullshit! Where's the money that your husband and Louis Palo scammed from the PRIZZI'S in Las Vegas?
Maybe Maybe I do know something about it. He had a bag with him. I'll show you. It could be in here. It's the only place I know it could be.
You sure?
I'm short?
I got $360,000 here. Half.
Half?
Mrs. Heller, don't keep telling me what I just said. Where's the rest of the money?
Charlie, you gotta believe me. I didn't even know the money was there. How could I know it was short? When Moxie came home 3 nights ago, after being away from me for 5 years, he threw that bag in the closet. That's all I know.
Ever ask him why he came back after 5 years?
Charlie, please try and understand. I was glad when Moxie showed up, because it gave me a chance to ask him for the divorce.
You want to know what I remember? I remember you coming in that door and saying, "I'm home, dear." Is that the way they ask for a divorce these days? Mrs. Heller?
Charlie, I could see how sick he was. I didn't need to ask him. He only had a few weeks left. Poor Moxie. In all the years that I knew Moxie Heller, he never yelled at me, or hit me, or stole my money. He was my friend. If it wasn't for him, I'd probably still be earning my living on my back, with half of the take going to your pals in Chicago. It was his idea to study bookkeeping, and he got me a job on the main wire, too. Then he talked him into making me a courier and told me to study the tax laws while I was flying back and forth to Switzerland. Moxie was always there for me like nobody else in my life. And I loved him. Not like I love you, but I loved him. Now that's the God's honest truth, Charlie. And if you don't believe me, why don't you just kill me and get it over with?
I can't. I can't change the way I feel about you. I look at you, and I see what I want to see. That's what love is. If you were anybody else, I'd blow you away. I can't. I have to believe you.
Well, how'd it go out there?
Half right. I got back $360,000.
How come only half?
I talked to Heller. He won't say nothing to me. So I pay him off, but bing. Then a wife comes home. We talk, no problem. She brings me the money which she thinks is there because Heller brought a satchel home with him when he came. I count. It's only half.
You worked her over?
Nah, she was scared. She knew I tapped her husband. I think she's telling the truth.
Oh? What happened to Louis' split?
I don't know, Dominic.
Well, somebody's got our $360,000. Find it.
Okay.
When I close my eyes and eat your cooking, Charlie, I think your mama's still with us.
Thanks, Pop. Pop, you think Dominic believes that I copped that other 360?
Oh, what the hell, Charlie? The money had to go somewhere. Dominic hates your guts anyway.
Yeah, that's getting real bad. He never lets up.
Well, he don't eat right. Look, he never eats like this. He got permanent heartburn from that place he eats at all the time. Tucci's, I think they call it. They make the Napolitan garbage. It's not like this.
Well, the man can't hate me because he don't eat right, Pop.
Sorry. Believe me, I know how Dominic's mind works. His whole life turned out miserable. He has to blame someone. And every time he sees you, he's reminded of the shame the Mayros put on you, on him, and the whole family. You forgot. Not Dominic. He probably worked it all around, so the whole mess is all your fault. If he could have your head, he'd have your head. It's a great dinner, Charlie. Now, what's the occasion?
I want to show you the woman. The one that I went to California to see about.
Is she beautiful? Yeah, I like a kind of darker, more round woman myself. I see you got a picture of me with her.
Pop, what are you doing?
Jesus, Charlie. She was the outside talent we brought in the day of the wedding to make the Nerabino hit. She was a specialty hitter. Hey, Charlie, let me give you a hand with the dishes, huh?
No, that's, I'll just stack. Girl will take care of that in the morning. Thanks.
All right. Well, then I'll just head on home. Getting late by my clock.
Sure.
Great dinner, Charlie.
Thanks. Good night, Pop.
Night, son.
Thanks a lot. May Rose, Charlie.
Charlie, what is this? It's 1:45 in the morning. It's the second time you called me in almost 4 years.
May, listen. I broke that vase.
The vase? What vase?
That special vase that matches the border on the rug. The one you knocked yourself out trying to find.
Charlie, what are you, out of your mind?
You alone?
Of course I'm alone, Montola.
I gotta see you.
What's with you?
We gotta talk.
You want to talk out here? Or you want to come in, sit down, and talk?
Oh, this is some beautiful setup you got here, May.
Yeah, the colors are right. That's what counts. You know, everybody sees shapes differently, but colors are forever.
Yeah.
Why'd you call, Charlie?
We wasted a lot of time, May.
4 years. You called that a lot of time. How come you didn't wait till I was 50?
You could have been a fat wop broad by the time you were 50.
You want to do it, Charlie? Is that what you want?
Whoa. Take it easy. What the hell, May?
Nobody took it slower than me, Charlie. 4 years. Answer the question. You want to do it?
Well, yeah.
So, let's do it.
With all the lights on?
Yeah. Right here, on the Oriental, with all the lights on.
Mamma mia. Thanks.
What's your problem, Charlie? It certain isn't the goddamn vase.
How can I tell you of all people? But I got nobody else I can talk to. It's about a woman.
Go ahead. Tell me anyway. How can I feel worse than I used to feel before last night? We grew up together. We're the same people. What the hell, Charlie? The calendar takes care of everything.
I met her in a church. Just happened. I knew she was the woman for me. She organized a scam at Vegas. I go looking for the bad guy, and it turns out to be my woman. Can you imagine this? Not only that, Pop tells me she's the piece man for the Netabino contract. But just the same, I love her, May. I love her.
Well,
How can I live with this? I gotta do something about it. I gotta straighten it out.
then do.
Do what? Do I ice her? Do I marry her? Which one of these?
Marry her, Charlie. Just because she's a thief and a hitter doesn't mean she's not a good woman in all the other departments. If she was some kind of fashion model, well, it wouldn't last more than 30 days. But you and she is in the same line of business. You are lucky you found each other. You know that, Charlie?
Yeah, I guess.
She's an American. She had a chance to make a buck, so she grabbed it. Marry her, Charlie. Then at least I'll be able to get something out of it. I'll be able to go back in the family.
Yeah. Thanks, kid.
Shall we have them play Noche de Ronda?
Yeah.
Would you ask them?
I've been all shook up.
Why?
Know everything. I know you made the hit on Netabino after the wedding reception when we met. I know you've been scamming us with Louie and your husband.
I did the work on Netabino. I had nothing to do with what Moxie and his partner did.
Louis Palo was so suspicious that he checked the car for bombs every time he started it. But he would have let some beautiful broad walk over, get in, or sit on his face.
No matter how you got it in your head, Charlie, you're wrong. I had nothing to do with it. Nothing. Charlie, did you mean it that first night when you asked if I'd marry you? Charlie.
Right. The Prizzi's are gonna have to believe me because I believe you. So, when could we get married? You say we have another one of those pineapple drinks or something. The honeymoon is already started.
Kiss me, Charlie.
Public? Pop, Charlie, I'm in L.A., and that ain't all. I'm gonna get married.
The same woman, the contractor?
Yeah. She's Polish, but the family will get used to that gradually.
Yeah, every time she walks in the room, all the rest of the women in the family are gonna have to shut up. But I know how you feel about it, Charlie. I won't try to stop nature. Good luck, son.
Thanks, Pop.
Hey, say, listen. The Don wants you here for a big meet tomorrow night.
Jesus, Pop, what about my honeymoon?
So you'll have it in Brooklyn.
So, what do you say we go for some confetti and maybe a couple of pictures?
Whatever you say, honey. Oh, God, Charlie. If Moxie could only see me now.
So funny.
Me marrying a Sicilian. You know, I can just hear him. He always used to say, the Jews in this business are bad enough, darling, but the Sicilians, they'd rather eat their children than part with money, and they are very fond of their children.
Moxie Hella's so fucking smart. How come he's so fucking dead?
Next.
The gentleman at the end of the table is Mr. Alvin Gomsky. He's treasurer of the 18th largest bank in the United States, of which we own 25%. Now, I asked Mr. Gomsky to come here today so you can hear from his own mouth what has been happening.
The bank president, Mr. Robert Findlay, is stealing from the bank, principally through crooked foreign exchange deals. If he's allowed to continue, the bank will go under in less than a year.
Thank you, Mr. Gomsky. How do you go? See Mr. Gomsky to his car. Robert Findlay's real name is Rosario Filaggi. Now, anybody who changes his name from Filaggi to Findlay is also stupid enough to think that we wouldn't protect our 25%. Tell him our plan, Eduardo.
We are going to kidnap Filaggi. He's covered with $2.5 million in kidnap insurance, so that's the tag on him when we make the snatch. We know the insurance company's going to pay because, as Charlie has pointed out, that ransom money is tax deductible. We're also going to leave a trail, so the feds will think Filaggi organized the whole thing. Cheating the bank, milking the insurance company. When the mad day hits the fan, we'll be able to buy another good-sized chunk of the bank for about 10 cents on the dollar. We get control and interest. Eventually, we stand to make $60, $70 million.
Thank you, Eduardo, my son. Some men suffer most when you take their lives. Life is what is sweetest to them. To Filaggi, money is sweetest. We'll leave him with his life and without money or any way to get it.
Maron, Don Corrado, that's beautiful. I almost feel sorry for the guy.
Beautiful is right.
I like most beautiful things, Charlie. This one's very simple. We rely on you.
How do you want me to handle it?
Pick your own people. We don't want to know.
Dominic, my son, stay with me a moment. May Rose has written to me, Dominic. The man she wronged has married another woman. Now, May Rose has suffered, Dominic, as you have suffered during the years of her disgrace. Now, honor is protected, I beg you. On my knees, show compassion. Here, read a letter. You look how the child loves you. She wants to take care of you.
Send her to me, Papa. She's my daughter again.
What we gotta do is take care of the bodyguard and get Falagi down to our van in the basement, right?
Right.
There's only 3 apartments on the floor. This one is Falagi's, we get the other 2.
How you gonna do that?
One of them is empty. This one, we rent it. The other one, we send matinee theater tickets and a heavy-duty lunch invitation to the dame that lives there. Our limo picks her up and brings her back. She thinks it's a prize that she's getting for helping to plant tulips at the public library last year. She'll go, all right? Now, every day, Falagi's bodyguard comes out first. He goes to the elevator, push the button. When it gets there, he puts it on hold. Then he goes back to the apartment and knocks on the door. That's when Falagi comes out.
Now, you know, you guys, you need a woman on this stand.
A woman?
Yeah. Look, Charlie, the woman comes out of the south apartment holding a baby. After Falagi's bodyguard gets him out of his apartment, she smiles at them. She goes goo-goo gaga to the baby. Then she tosses the little darling at the bodyguard, who naturally tries to catch it. Now, while he's doing that, she gets her piece out and covers him. Then you come out of the other apartment, you take Falagi down to the garage. Then she takes the bodyguard back into Falagi's apartment, does a job on him there.
Hey, that's good.
For Christ's sake. Where we gonna get a baby? Where we gonna find a broad would do something like this?
Where? Here. Me. We got a fake baby.
Hey, good thinking, Irene.
You guys work it out. I got a terrific dinner almost ready. Just be a couple minutes.
Pop, what's the matter with you? I didn't get married so my wife could go on working.
Charlie, she's right, and you know it. Throwing a baby. Well, that's strictly a masterpiece.
If the preachers ever found out I used my own wife on this job, I couldn't hold my head up. I'd be the laughing stock of every family in Brooklyn and New York.
Now, who's gonna know, Charlie? And anyway, what's a little honor compared to $60, $70 million?
Gentlemen, dinner served.
Rose.
Coming, Papa.
Jeez, Mary. You look awful. My beautiful daughter's turned into an old woman.
Charlie Patana did this to you.
You had a chance to become part of the Prizzi family. He had no use for you.
Oh, he had a use for me, Papa. He came to my place in New York the night before he left to marry the woman in California. And he forced himself on me. And he did it to me.
He did it to you?
Yeah, Papa. He screwed me 3 times, maybe 4, I can't remember.
You wash out your filthy mouth, you hear? How can you say such things to your own father? He done that to you? Charlie, are you sure?
Am I sure? Papa, you should see the size of him. You should.
Shut up! How can you say such things to your father? Where's your honor?
Are you kidding, Papa? I have no honor anymore. Here, Papa.
Here we go. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Do you mind?
Catch.
I must have the wrong floor.
Oh, my God. Okay.
No bloodstains.
Okay, come on, let's move them.
I had to hit her, Charlie. She was looking straight at me.
Done right. Really.
I can't get over it. I mean, what kind of creep wouldn't catch a baby? If it was real, it would have been crippled for life.
He wasn't paid to bodyguard no baby. When a Don gets what he wants, I'm gonna ask him for some time. We go to the old country, have a real honeymoon. Maybe even a real baby.
Oh, God, Charlie, I love you.
What's going on here?
What are you
doing?
Coffee for you up there?
See you at dinner.
Okay, dear.
Recapping our top stories at this hour, there are new developments in that mysterious Midtown murder.
Shut up, I want to hear this.
Police have now identified both victims. One of them was a police captain's wife.
Shit.
The man found with her was the bodyguard of Bank President Robert Finlay. Finlay's apartment is right next door to the one where the two bodies were found. Bank officers reported him missing when he failed to show up at a meeting Monday morning. Police now speculate he has been kidnapped. They also believe that Victoria Calhoun, who had gone to visit in the building, stumbled accidentally into the scene of the crime. The tenant of the
What about this? Why she gotta push the wrong button, and then the broad turns out to be a cop's wife.
By the perpetrators of this crime.
I'm still waiting, Charlie.
Sent the female tenant matinee theater tickets to a Broadway show. A limousine Victoria and returned with her after the We will have more late-breaking news after this pause for...
Yeah?
Hi, honey.
Were you watching the TV just now?
Yeah, a police captain's wife. I couldn't believe my luck.
Yeah, all hell's gonna break out over this, Irene. The cops don't like it much when you hit one of their wives.
But it was an accident.
Hmm.
Mr. Siglione?
Mr. Siglione.
Miss Prizzi, would you like to come to my office, please? Miss Prizzi, would you care to have a drink?
I'll have baby sham.
Baby sham?
Oh, you heard what the lady said, a baby sham. Will you please sit down, Miss Prizzi? I think I got something for you. Beulah! Come on. Sit down over there. Dr. Brand, tell the lady.
I was using this camper as a trick room in the parking lot. As I lifted up my head from the job, I seen this woman in hot pants run into the lights of the car where Louis Paolo caught it in the head. Well, she was in the car a couple minutes, and then she gets out and she goes to the trunk and she takes out a satchel. Then she fades.
The same woman.
Yeah, it's the same one.
Why don't you go on one of those cruises, honey?
You've reached the answering machine for 555-4375. No one can take your call right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
Meet me on the promenade, Brooklyn, 7 p.m. tomorrow. Full price. I'll be at the South End on a bench reading Popular Mechanics.
You the contractor? How much?
It depends. Some hits are tricky. Who is it?
Brooklyn fella, Charlie Partana.
Charlie Partana?
Amelia told me that you want to thank me for bringing you home, huh? Who else? You are blood of my blood. You're flesh of my flesh, yeah. And as long as I'm able, I'm gonna think about your well-being.
Thank you, Grandfather.
Yeah.
You have drawn me back from purgatory.
I wish you had been a son. You are a true Prizzi. Hey, you like to have a cookie, huh?
It is I who must offer you a gift, Grandfather. A gesture of my gratitude.
I have always enjoyed gifts. What's this handsome lady?
That is Charlie Partana's wife, Grandfather.
Well?
Grandfather, my gift to you is not only the pictures, but also what they mean. Louis Paulo was killed in the parking lot in Las Vegas.
I know.
I took these pictures there. There was a woman who'd been turning tricks in a camper in the parking lot. She told me she saw this woman get into a car with Paulo. After a minute, she got out, went to the trunk. She took out a satchel.
This woman?
Yes, Grandfather. She killed Paulo, and she stole $720,000 from us. She gave back half to save herself.
What do you want me to do, huh?
She dishonored us.
You're like me. We forgive nothing. What would that do to Charlie Partana?
She must pay, like anybody else.
Oh, to do what you asked, that would cause Charlie great pain.
What is that compared to the honor of the Prizzis?
Charlie, like my son. I pledged to be his second father on the day that he was born.
But Grandfather...
Shut up. Have another cookie, my dear?
What we're here for is to tell you what we're telling all the families in this town. All contracts are off until we get whoever killed Captain Calhoun's wife.
How do you mean, Davy? He means nothing's happening. We're coming down hard on you. The police captain's wife has been murdered.
You got narcotics, right? Plus loan sharking. Plus horse books, football, basketball, boxing. Not to mention what you take out of restaurants and the trucking business. Plus a couple of million in television sets that fall off trucks every week, right? We're gonna put them all out of business. As of now. It'll cost us hundreds of thousands, but that's the way it's gonna be.
Davy, I've been doing business with the police commissioner's squad for 40 years now. We always went under one rule. You take our money, you leave us alone. And the more pressure you put on us, the more money you cost yourselves. There ain't a cop on the squad that's had to get along on straight police pay for a long time.
Yeah. Look, Angelo, our people don't like this any better than you do. But this one's a point of honor with us. You understand that, Angelo?
You're a fine-looking woman. Charlie Partana is a lucky man. Thank you for coming. What a surprise you give us with this sudden wedding.
Well, We just sort of swept each other away.
I was young once. But this marriage of yours has troubled me.
Why, Don Corrado?
Well, the people at Presto Ciglioni's place in Vegas have looked at pictures of you, and they told us that you killed Louis Paolo. No, under ordinary circumstances, you would have to be punished, because those steel must pay. But you're the wife of my godson. And I've searched to find some way to show you clemency.
What can I do?
Well, you got the other half of the $720,000?
Yes.
Was Charlie in this with you?
No. No, he believed me when I told him the half was Marxie's split. He didn't know I had anything to do with it or that I did the number on Louis.
Good. Well, you can have 5 days to get the $360,000 together. Then you will give it back, together with a 50% penalty for what you have done to us. Will 5 days be enough time for you?
5 days. Yeah, I can get it together in 5 days.
Irene? Charlie.
Oh.
How come you're in L.A.?
I have business to attend to. Didn't you see my note? Can you get out here this weekend?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Tell me.
Tell you what?
Tell me I love you.
I love you.
I love you too. And it's real. May not be scientific, but it's real.
Scientific?
I read it in a magazine. According to a doctor, everyone's always trying to get what they thought they needed from their mothers, but they didn't get it.
Charlie, I don't even remember my mother.
That's the amazing part. There's something in you that knows anyways. The magazine said so. That's what love is. When you find someone who will give you what you think you wanted when you were a baby. But you didn't get it. A doctor wrote this.
Oh, Charlie, forget doctors. Better yet, let's play doctor.
On the phone?
Mm-hmm. Dr. Bartana, I have this itch. Well?
They're not kidding around this time. It's gonna get worse. They're gonna keep leaning on us until we give them whoever it was that hit that cop's wife. Now, all I know is one thing here. The cops tell us that the guy who got snatched the day they did the number on the cop's wife also did big business with the Prizzi family. I want to make this a short meet. I want to put it to a vote right now. That Dominic Prizzi tells us what the hell he's going to do about it. All right? Raise your hands.
Hold the hands. Who do you think you're talking to? I am Dominic Prizzi. When most of you people was walking around with holes in the ass of your pants, they was sticking up gas stations. We was the biggest family in the country. And now, most of you have figured out how to push broads. We're still the biggest. We lose more when the cops get in an uproar than any of you. Now, we don't like it. But you ain't gonna tell us how to run our business. We ain't taking any shit from any outsiders about the family business. And I mean especially a scummy little pimp like you, Senor Boca. Padrino, you never saw anything like this here. The broad pushes the wrong button in the elevator. The door opens just in the minute when the second man drops the bodyguard. The woman is standing there. She makes all three of us. She had to go.
I'm sure you didn't act without thinking. See, that's why I called you here today.